What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I gotta say, when it comes to the progress of Modern Warfare II, I am impressed with the work that Infinity Ward is putting towards this game. Between the campaign, the attention to detail with the animations, the weapons, the sounds, the way the AI reacts to you and the environment, I am very curious to see how not only campaign, but the new DMZ game mode is going to turn out with Modern Warfare II. That's probably what I'm most excited for. But, as we all know, that's not what makes Call of Duty. You know, I've been a Call of Duty guy for ages now. I say it in every single video. I know you guys are probably annoyed hearing this, but I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2, the OG. I love this franchise a lot, and I think I can 110% say that even though campaign is definitely important for Call of Duty games, and it definitely brings in sales, what keeps the game thriving, what keeps the game pushing and tugging along for years and years and years, what keeps games like this that you see right here, Modern Warfare 2, still alive 10 plus years later, is obviously the multiplayer experience. Now, I gotta say, even though I did not like Modern Warfare 2019, I do have faith in Infinity Ward to put together a good multiplayer game. I know tons of people hated Call of Duty Ghost, tons of people hated Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. They're probably two of the most hated games in the whole franchise. But in my personal opinion, I actually enjoyed both of those games. So when it comes to Infinity Ward-styled games, I never really am too disappointed with what they produce. Modern Warfare 2019 was probably the first time they've ever let me down, and hopefully we can keep it that way. But it really doesn't come down to the fundamentals of the game. Infinity Ward could perfect this experience in every possible way. They could change everything that they changed within Modern Warfare 2019. They could add in the traditional minimap. They could, make the footsteps perfect. They could completely revamp map designs. They could make the game outstanding to play, just like, a classic Infinity Ward game like Call of Duty 4 or all the way up to Modern Warfare 3. But one thing that differentiates these old school games to what we play nowadays is the skill-based matchmaking. They can do anything they possibly want to this game, but if skill-based matchmaking is in that title, I don't care how amazing it is, it will screw up the whole experience. Now, luckily for us, within Vanguard, they introduced combat pacing, which actually is not a new feature. This has been going on with old school games for ages now. I could play anything from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2. And there's tons of modded lobbies with 20 plus individuals, sometimes 30 plus individuals, just absolutely insane all-out warfare battles in Call of Duty. This has been going on for ages now. So, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of shocked it took them this long for them to add combat pacing into Call of Duty. But they finally did, and it resolved the skill-based matchmaking issue. Now, in Modern Warfare 2019, there was a way to get around skill-based matchmaking, and that was Ground War. But again, I don't want to play Ground War 24/7. I enjoyed that game mode, I did, but what brings me into Call of Duty is obviously the core 6v6 experience. And it doesn't have to be 6v6, it could be 10v10, 15 versus 15. What I really enjoy is the map designs that Call of Duty has always offered. Even some of their largest scaled maps still play phenomenal compared to any other franchise out there. So even though Modern Warfare 2019 had Ground War to help me escape the skill-based matchmaking algorithm, Vanguard simplified that and allowed me to stick within the 6v6 maps that I wanted to play on, but still have a larger player count. So it didn't take 2 centuries to find the exact competition, because as you know, the larger the player count, the less the skill-based matchmaking will kick in, because God forbid they try to find 20 other individuals who are exactly your same skill level. That's going to take 2 years. But sadly, when it comes to Modern Warfare II, Infinity Ward has no plans on bringing back combat pacing. Yes, you heard that correctly. So the 2 modes that they have planned right now is a regular 6v6, and I think it's called Big Battle or something like that. They're not calling it Ground War this year. They're calling it Big Battle. First off, Infinity Ward, you need to stop with this nonsense. This is what scares me for everything else within this game. I want to be excited when I hear about the gunsmith, and I want to be excited when I hear about the tuning and stuff like that. But when I hear you are changing the name of Ground War to Big Team Battle to try to finesse the community to make them think it's something new, when in all reality it's the exact same thing as it's literally the Warzone maps, the whole Warzone map split into little segments that you could play in big team battles with, probably 32 versus 32 or something of that sort, with vehicles and Conquest 4. It's the same thing as Ground War, identical. But they're trying to rebrand it to hype people up to think it's something brand new coming to Modern Warfare II. That's what scares me about everything else. Because if they're willing to go ahead and so blatantly, they're not even trying to hide it. They are like blatantly shoving it in our face saying, hey, we're rebranding this as something brand new, but it's the same exact thing. It worries me for the rest of the game. But again, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the problem that skill-based matchmaking is coming back in full force. And this right here will single-handedly take out the whole overall Call of Duty experience. I'm not going to lie, I do get sweaty matches when I play Vanguard and Blitz pacing. It's not like it's, I'm not going to get any competition, and that's not what I'm looking for when it comes to Call of Duty. But I don't want to verse a 6-man party that recycles and refreshes. I mean, you got to think, the parties don't stay the same anymore. Every single lobby disbands. Yet and still, I verse a 6-man party if I'm playing solo every other lobby. And they're all sweats. They're pub stompers. What does Call of Duty, what does Infinity Ward, Treyarch, any of these development teams expect me to do as an individual who is trying to casually kick back and enjoy the experience against a full 6-man party? It's nothing to do in that situation. And on top of that, the connection is always trashed. Like I said, when it comes to the skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty, skill is prioritized over connection. I have sat and waited 10 plus minutes sometimes in the past. Dead ass. I'm not even lying. 10 plus minutes sometimes back in Modern Warfare 2019, even I think once in Black Ops Cold War. Vanguard, I think the top has been like, 6-7 minutes of waiting. But I've waited that long trying to get into a lobby because the skill-based matchmaking algorithm is trying to find the optimal opponents instead of just looking for the best connection, throwing us in, and recycling the process. It's Call of Duty, people. If I wanted to play a competitive game, trust me, I would go play a competitive game. When I go to Rainbow Six Siege, I don't play casual. When I go to Valorant or CSGO, I don't play casual. When I go to any of these games that are actually competitive style games, I play competitive. When I hop on Call of Duty, I don't. You want to know why? Because it's not a competitive game. Call of Duty is one of the cheesiest, most basic, simplistic, easiest games to pick up and play. Why in God's name would I want to take a game like this where I can die from like 50 different forms of cheese and try to play competitively in it? And I do want to make it very clear that skill-based matchmaking isn't the only reason for why Call of Duty is the way it is nowadays. It's the community as well. If the community didn't sweat, then skill-based matchmaking wouldn't even be talked about right now. If everybody just played casually, then it wouldn't be an issue. So, yeah, it goes hand in hand. Skill-based matchmaking and also the community slowly becoming just absolute sweat, no life, just pub style. I don't know what the Call of Duty community has become now, man. I'm telling you. Like, I love doing YouTube. I love Twitch. Like, this has been my dream since a little kid, and I am, like, beyond happy that I've been able to do it. But not once in my whole life have I ever thought of content creation as being just an absolute sweat lord pub stomping god. Every single time I wanted to, do anything on YouTube, it's personality based. All the people I've watched were personality based. Forward to Thunder, Blame Truth, all the goats of this, franchise, they're personality based. Yes, they're good players, but I watch them for personality, not for gameplay. But I'm getting off topic here. I understand that they both go hand in hand, but combat pacing allowed me to avoid that while still being able to play on 6v6 maps. Yes, we'll still have big team battles. Yes, I'll still be able to go there to get my casual experience. Yes, it'll probably be fun because, with all honesty, I enjoyed Ground War a lot from Modern Warfare 2019. I know some people were a little skeptical with it, but I thought it was fantastic. I actually played more Ground War than core multiplayer. But besides when I'm playing with the homies, when I play with the homies in S&D, then I would play multiplayer. But when the homies are online, I'm playing Ground War. I enjoyed that. Don't get me wrong. But it felt so refreshing to finally be able to get a casualized experience when it came to just, regular 6v6 maps. It's been so long, and Vanguard was able to introduce that to me. That is probably the only thing Vanguard did good. I'm going to be honest. That's the only thing it did good. I hated pretty much everything else. It just felt like a copy and paste of Modern Warfare 2019, completely lacked everything. Again, it was a placeholder game. Sledgehammer Games wasn't even supposed to make a game. They got fired from Black Ops Cold War. Like, why are they even back? They're back because they wanted to give Infinity Ward an extra year of development. I mean, this is also one of the main reasons why I think Vanguard released with so much content as well, because they didn't have to put any development time into making the game. They pretty much, like I said, they took everything on Modern Warfare 2019, reskinned it to a World War II theme, changed some perks around, they changed, certain things around in-game. But the base of the game from the ground up was already built. So they had all that extra time. So what are they going to do with that time? Make maps, make more weapons, make a ton of content. I mean, like I said, placeholder game. That is literally what Vanguard is. But as always, typical Call of Duty, they do one thing right out of 100 wrong things, and they keep the 100 wrong things, they move that on to the next game, but the one single thing that they do correct, they always ignore and just throw it in the trash. I don't understand the logic. I'm not saying Modern Warfare, 2 is going to be bad or anything like that, but I'm just saying stay cautious, because with this change being made, the only casual experience you will ever see in your whole life will literally be in Ground War. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, go down in the comment section, leave your opinions down below. What do you guys think? Do you think skill-based matchmaking is going to just be running absolutely rampant in Modern Warfare 2, or do you think it's going to be a nice casual experience? Honestly, even if skill-based matchmaking is toned down with the amount of sweats that play Call of Duty nowadays, I guarantee over half your lobbies are going to be stuffed with like 10 plus KD players regardless. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bombs, I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, want to chat me, there's two ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord. Both link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams on video games, do over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.